welcome to Friday night's episode of the Blitz Pickup. It's gonna be a long night, I think, maybe for me and Tony, but I don't know. Whoa, what's happening? Why is it echoing? Is it echoing? Because it's echoing on my part. Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's my computer. What is going on? The screens are all crazy, and now we don't know what we're doing, apparently. Carrying on, apparently, because I'm hearing myself twice. We need to talk about Achane. Because are we going to trade him? Are we going to extend him? We got to talk about it. And Jaylen Wright, Ollie Gordon, can they bear the weight on their shoulders of being that star running backs, or both of them being star running backs that we may need? So, Tony, come on up.
Yes.
It's like echoing for me. I hear myself twice. What's going on?
Hey, I'm not going to lie. In the middle of doing your intro, while you doing all, I'm like, what is this?
Can you hear? Like, can nobody hear me? I'm like talking to myself. Like, what is going on?
I'm in the background, like, no, you good?
I've seen you going like this, and I'm like, okay, so it's just me. Like, is everybody else hearing this? Like this is crazy.
It's a delusion to say, why y'all trying to drive that poor little fella out of Miami 2 a time? Stop it. Hey, delusional fan. Hey, I was looking for you last episode, delusional fan. I know your boy, he didn't do too well against that defense, but don't worry about it. Delusion. I'm happy you're here today, my brother. Jed, why are you only calling me up? Like,
I don't know. We got some empty boxes tonight.
Empty boxes.
I wish we had that little loading screen.
Somebody told me. Somebody told me it was Valentine's Day today. I found out it was tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Somebody lied about these PTOs. We gonna have to figure it out. Somebody lied.
They want a double holiday, Just saying, same people might come back on Monday and say Monday's a federal holiday. We off.
Hey, if you know, if you're smart, you'll be like your boy. You get it out the way on Fridays, because Saturday tomorrow everything's gonna be booked.
Everything,
man, everything. If hey, listen, I had to go run and get that last minute haircut because I did not think I was gonna make it. Y'all can blame me for being late. I'm just telling you now. I had to go get me a fresh haircut, go pick up my daughter, and still come back and make the show. So shout out to Lou and Vicinity. I know, maybe they got dates on Friday. I don't know. Maybe they thought the day was.
Listen, I'm proud of them that they were able to get reservations. I tried to get reservations at one of my favorite restaurants in Philly, and they're booked for the month. And I was like,
hey, listen,
okay,
man.
Like, see y'all in March.
Everything is booked to the max. Will you hear me? Like, I'm like, yo. Hey, can we talk about? Hold on, let me talk about this real quick, man. These holidays are a scam. I'm telling you right now.
We're not gonna. No, we're not. They are.
Listen,
hating holiday.
Listen, you go eat from half of these restaurants, but at least I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I try to take my daughter out on the weekends, right? Half of these restaurants we eat almost every week. What makes them raise the prices on the day? It's the same food.
All I know is if I don't get no happy Valentine's Day from half of y'all that always trying to talk to me in the chat tomorrow morning.
Hey, you know what?
I'm coming here on Monday, Jess? And it's up.
Hey, you know what I noticed, Jess? I noticed Game Boy 305 ain't here yet. You trying to say?
No, ain't that some crazy nasty
he dunking
work?
You on?
Like what? I thought you was my bestie. Like that's some nasty work. I was like, you know what, Tone? Though, like I said, I really couldn't get reservations at my favorite restaurant, but it's all right because the parking is unlimited come Monday. And then reservations open up a little bit more. And it's all right.
We don't have to worry about whether parking is going to be available. That's what you're saying? You're trying to say?
Don't got to worry about it. It's taken care of.
hey, I'm trying to figure out, say, Tony, Valentine's Day falls on a weekend, then you celebrate it for the entire weekend. That is a lie, Pablo
That's
Diaz.
That energy. Mm-hmm.
That see, here you go. See, y'all placating. He trying to placate the to Jess, because we most definitely aren't doing that. Yeah, y'all can have that. Hey, shout out to all the tomorrow, well, Sunday. You know what? Is it today or Sunday? Just maybe you can answer this for me. Is today or Sunday National Side Piece Day?
Oh,
This is when you find out who's the side piece and who isn't.
it's supposed to be Sunday. Isn't National like Side Piece Day the day after Valentine's Day? Because that's when everything. And then you get it.
So everyone that goes on a date on Sunday, this hey, G2 said Sunday, Delusional say
See,
Friday.
It's Sunday. It's always the day after because that's when you tell your other, your significant other, we spent all day. I gotta go out with my guys. I gotta go out with my friends.
All I'm saying is, ladies, gentlemen, fellas, my young ladies, if they give you an excuse to go on Sunday, if they just so happen to work late on Saturday, my good people, you are the side piece.
No, you know what? Better yet, if on Sunday you get a text that says, hey, we can't hang out today because I can't find parking, then
if they can't find parking, if all the reservations are booked up, you know what? Yep. Let me stop. You know what? Let me stop. I'm giving too much game. I don't do that for the record. I'm just saying.
I don't do that for the record. I'm just saying. As long as you can find parking, I'm good.
All right, let me stop before we get a couple of people divorced and breaking up. Couple people
doing the dirty work around here.
Hey, we was up to 17. As soon as we start talking about side piece, it dropped down to 13. Four people went and got that text message going.
They said, no. They exploiting my Sunday's plans on YouTube.
If you get that message, you probably a soppy facts delusional pick
that part.
Now I don't do that. Hey, listen, I'm just saying. But Jess, what's good? You ready for the show?
I'm ready for the show. Before we get people in trouble around here, we do that enough.
You said it was gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day for them side pieces.
It is gonna be a long weekend, and I feel for all of y'all.
All right, here we go. Yeah.
Here we go. Right? Okay.
Oh, everybody. Okay.
What happened? You got the writing on the top today. I like it. So obviously, like I said before, we gotta talk about Achane because he kind of came out before. I'm throwing everything around here today. He kind of came out before and said, I'm not playing on the 5th. See, I told you everything on sale. That's why the side piece day is the day after. Because you get what CVS got for 50% off. And if you a favorite side piece, you get some from Target.
It's level. There's a side piece level to that side piece.
Yeah, not every side piece is equal. Like it's not a favorite side piece.
No. Hey, that's coming from Jess, y'all. That's not coming.
Just saying. Might learn from some good partners around here, Those players only meetings that we have, but the Blitz pickup, they might have influenced something in me.
Yo, hey, Delusional putting out game. I ain't gonna lie, Delusional got a couple of side pieces. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he definitely do because he got all the information. He's been planning this for years.
He an OG in the game. Oh shit! All right, man.
That's
go
crazy.
Go ahead.
Oh man. See, look at him being nasty. Number one time on Friday.
Yo, this is Messy Friday. Sorry, y'all, man.
Nasty,
hey, listen.
Nasty.
Hold on, Jess. It's actually Friday the 13th. Do y'all believe in superstitions?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's Friday the 13th. That's kind of wild.
That's crazy.
Well, speaking of side piece, let's talk about somebody who probably isn't a side piece, or is he?
Oh, dang! You put Achane as a side piece? Okay. I would have said more. Some of the other people we were going to talk about later. Those might be some side pieces, but he said before he's not playing on this 5th-year option. So trade him, extend him. He wants to reset the market. So is he worth doing all that is really the question.
I think worth it. From a Dolphins standpoint and a fan and his production, I'll say yes, especially what he done last season, right?
Right.
Unfortunately, the official said extend Achane, no debate. Unfortunately, well, you know what? It could be fortunate because if we extend him, it actually helps out the salary cap. Right. So that's the fortunate part about it. The unfortunate part, which is that's to a lesser degree, the profile may not, and I say may not fit what their player profile and what they're looking for. Now, that's based on what they did in Green Bay. Like me and Lou pointed this out a couple of times on previous shows and in spaces. Look at the running backs that Green Bay typically get. Right, you got the Dylan, what it was, TJ Dylan or AJ Dylan, whatever his name is. Mm-hmm. Right, you had Josh Jacobs. Look at Josh Jacobs. Back Dorsey Levens back in the days. Ahman Green, like their running backs are on the heavier side. They and they like those more downhill physical running backs. It's been like that throughout their history. I think Aaron Brooks is the smallest one that they had. He still was, as far as built and weight wise, he still was considered a bigger back and a physical type of back, right? So the profile is probably the only thing that may be an issue. However, right, if you are a good offensive coordinator, good head coach, and good GM, you find a way to make players like Achane work. Now, I got some numbers that I'm going to be pointing out with Achane, and I want to point out this one. Shout out to me, Lou, EM, and that dude that was in here last time, that Destin, whoever that was. Nobody know who he is. We was talking in spaces earlier today or yesterday, I believe it was yesterday. And I was comparing Achane to a couple of people, which is the upper echelon guys. And you know what I found out? Remember during the season, Jess, when we was watching the games and covering them live, and I was like, yo, you know what? Achane has to make someone miss in the backfield all the time to make it a big game. He saves us from having a lot of negative yardage. He has saved us plenty of times. So you know what's cool? What's good? I love when you watch the game and then the numbers they prove you correct. It's like it proved what I've been seeing the whole time. It's shocking. You know, Achane is second. I think it was second or third in the league in yards after contact. You wouldn't think someone like Achane would lead the league in yards at the contact because he started off as the speed guy, a shifty guy, right? Outside runner. And if you watch the season, a lot of his big runs came in running up the middle. So, you know, that guy, that M or whatever his name was, he was like, can we finally like put this to rest? This narrative of Achane not being able to carry the load and run inside the tackles. Because, you know, those smaller shifty backs, that's typically their downfall or they're not good at that. That's where you have to, you know, trade. That's your trade-off when you get one of those shifty guys. Achane, he doesn't do that. He's proven he's closer to like what Christian McCaffrey been showing us. Christian McCaffrey, he's bigger than Achane, but he's looked at as a shifty guy, right?
Yeah.
He runs up to me. He don't only run outside zone, he run inside zone. And then when Mike McDaniel started running more like combo blocking and power, you know, type of schemes, Achane still gave you the production. He still gave you the production. So Achane, look at it from this point. Achane, you got Achane numbers, Jess?
Let's see.
I
don't think I have Achane's numbers, but you might have Achane's.
I think I got. Well, hold on. My bad. Check my. Hey, we do it live, y'all. Oh, I got him. Yeah. So Achane 1350 total yards. 1350. That's. I mean, not total. Sorry, rushing yards. And he added an extra 488. So that's over 1,800 total yards that you get from Achane. 8 touchdowns rushing, added another 4 receiving. That's the Christian McCaffrey type deal, what you're getting. So this is what you're getting from him. For me, looking at those numbers, I'll say you extend him. This is for me. You extend him and you make it work. Now, the problem is, you mentioned this, Jess. You said he already said he's not playing on that last year of his contract.
Right.
And he also said he wants to, he didn't say it verbatim, but he alluded to the fact that he wants to reset the market.
Yeah.
Because on that Amara St. Brown interview, when he did the interview on that show,
yeah,
he was like, no, I want to wait for Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson so I can know what my numbers is going to, what I get my numbers at.
Yeah.
Do you have his agent? This is
who's his agent? Rock Nation is his agent.
Rock Nation. So we are, listen, Rock Nation, I'm an athlete first. Those guys, they look to get their players paid.
Yeah.
They do. So that's kind of, so let me ask you a question. What range do you think Achane is worth resetting the market?
I'd say personally, yeah.
Yeah. Is that a biased home take? Or?
No, it's not a biased home take. No, I would say yes. I wouldn't mind paying him a little over, because you figure if he's going to reset the market, you're at least starting at what? At least 18.25.
Something like that, yeah.
Around that range. I'm not bothered by that.
What is Saquon Barkley getting?
Saquon Barkley is 36 guaranteed over 2 years, so $18 million a year.
So and he won a Super Bowl.
Right. So
and he was on record-setting pace. He had over, did he hit 2,000 that year? No, they didn't. But he had over 1,900 rushing alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then and led the league in touchdowns.
Yep.
So he had that prompted him to get that contract. Do we think Achane do we think he's done enough to say, okay, I need to get paid more than Saquon Barkley?
I'm only saying yes. I'm not gonna say I'm only saying yes, but I'm saying yes, partly because of what Achane's been able to do without a Jalen Hurts, without what the Eagles had. Look at Saquon. He had a stacked team and he still got paid. Achane's been able to do what? Almost similar, if not riding up along that top 3, top 5 people with no one.
You know what?
I'm going to say yes. I'm willing to give him his money and let him reset the market because he has no one.
Yeah.
He's been able to do that. So I'm fine with it. I wouldn't give him up.
I didn't even think about it. You know what? Hey, so shout out to Jazz. Hold on. As much as we talk about Tua, I can't listen. I'm pissed off at my notes now. As much notes as I have, I forgot to mention the fact. I might change my mindset. To mention the fact that he has to deal with Tua.
I'm speaking up now.
Sure.
I'm speaking up now. Okay. Earlier in the week, I did, shout out to Derek, bestie.
Yo.
I'm just saying, speaking up. Y'all saw me here on Monday and I was talking. So I'm just saying, coming out.
What is this voice of reason? No, Billy Batson. We just got to be honest about this. He said it's a voice of reason. So you know what? Hold on. So the fact, because the defense, they keyed on Achane was our whole offense. Let's just put that out in open.
Right.
And he still had this level of production, that changed things. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of changed my mindset. Because if he had that production, because I was going to compare his numbers to them and say like, okay, do we think that's worth getting paid? Actually,
Right.
before we do it, since you brought that's very the top. I had Saquon. Do you have the top paid running backs, like the salaries?
I have Saquon, McCaffrey, Cook, and Taylor. I have their contract.
So can you give me? So Saquon is guaranteed 36.
Right. Over 2 years, so averaging 18 a year. McCaffrey would be 24 million guaranteed left on his contract. Right. So 12 a year. James Cook has a newer contract, so he's at 30 million guaranteed. But I think that's over 4 years, so 7.5 million a year-ish. Yeah. And Jonathan Taylor's on 3 years at 26.5 million guaranteed, so roughly 8.375 a year.
So now, it was said that Achane was looking to be closer to the 40 million and above the 30, like he wanted to reset. So he had to get the guaranteed above the 30, right? So that'll put him somewhere roughly in around of 15 to 18 million a year.
Uh-huh.
And these guys, so how do you think he could, stats wise, do you think he compared, like, where did he land when you give me a comparison of these other guys?
He would definitely be like, with those 4 players alone, I'm putting him in between Saquon and McCaffrey. Now that wouldn't really necessarily break the market because Saquon will be at the highest at 36 guaranteed, but I would put him right up there.
So and what McCaffrey is what his stats, what he had? McCaffrey had
24 million.
But his stat, didn't he have like over 2,000 total yards?
Yeah, McCaffrey had 1,202 rushing yards, but over 2,000 like overall.
Yeah, because you have to add in McCaffrey's receiving yards, right?
Yeah.
And then touchdowns. How many total touchdowns did he have?
He had 10 rushing touchdowns and 7 receiving touchdowns. So 17 overall.
So Achane gave you 12 overall. And McCaffrey gave you 17. See, now, this is what
I'm still looking at it from a point of who McCaffrey had versus who we had to help. What kind of help did McCaffrey have versus the help that Achane had?
Right. And the quarterback situation over there, and they were dealing with backup quarterbacks, and Matt Jones still balled out, even when Brock Purdy, so. Yeah, I mean, and then he got Jason Witten, which is a big key to that team. So you have to take in consideration what Achane has to deal with. He's the key focus every game in and game out. Game in and game out. So we have to look at it from that standpoint and say, well, then, is that worth putting him over Saquon Barkley? Because I say value, right? Do you say he's more valuable to the Dolphins than Saquon Barkley is to the Philadelphia Eagles? Achane? Because I'm looking at it from this standpoint. The Eagles had what? A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith.
Yep.
And Jalen Hurts is a threat out of the backfield. And then you add in, what's their tight end name? The Eagles. He was your tight. Matter of fact, he sell it. Yeah. No, not sell it. He was your tight end in fantasy, man.
Oh my god.
Well, anyways, if you add in their tight end, it's a little difficult to focus on and key down on Saquon, and they did do that this season. And look at his numbers.
Right.
Look how Saquon, with them keying down and focusing on Saquon, look how his numbers dropped tremendously this year. And even with them keying and focusing on Achane, he still got that kind of production. See, that Tua thing, Dallas Goedert. Thank you, Delusional Patriot fan. Dallas Goedert. That Tua situation and the situation that Achane had to deal with, and to still get that production. Ooh, I think we have to reconsider what we think about Achane and how valuable it is. I would say he's more valuable to the Dolphins than Saquon is to Philadelphia this season. I'm just saying this season alone. Last season, no, it wasn't even close.
Right.
Achane,
right.
But this season, I would say, right? I don't know. Do you agree or
because I can agree with that. Yeah.
You take away Achane from this offense with Tyreek going down.
Right.
Come on.
That too. With Tyreek down and out. Yeah. So
yeah, we lose an extra 2 to 3 games. It might be good for us now. I think about it. Hey, 4-13. I mean 4 for what is it? 17 games. So yeah, 4-13 as opposed to 7-10. What we picking in the draft now? That may help us out a lot. So I believe, you know what? I think, I'll say, for me as a homer, I'll say you extend them and you make it work with them. You know what I'm saying? Because what else are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Because look, if you don't extend him, he's already saying he's not going to play on that last contract. So what are we doing with him?
Right. I don't think he's a player that we could afford to lose.
So, is he on the trading block?
Not on my trading block. Not on mine.
So, but do you think he could get? Oh, say so. Listen, if the Dolphins do make that, let's just we got to figure this out. If the Dolphins do say, let's say Halfley and Sully turn around and say, hey, listen, Achane, you are a big component. Sully did name him as one of. Shout out to Sully for naming Achane and not Waddle. Jess, he named Achane and not Waddle as one of those foundational pieces here. Jess, I'm just saying, message, right? So he did name him as one of those. But what if they cannot come to an agreement? And because look at it from this standpoint. If they want to bring in Malik Washington, oh yeah, to all my people in the chat, it's 22 y'all in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, help us grow. I think we moved up to 790, help us get to 800. And hit that notification bell so y'all know when we go live every Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and also on game days we live stream. Now listen to me. If they make a run out at Malik Washington, because we talked about this last game, I just found out some key information that we need to know about that. Do you know who his agent is? Malik Washington's agent is David Mulugeta. Athlete first. Go do your homework on David Mulugeta. He is Christian Wilkins' agent. When he broke the bank, we didn't think he was going to get that money. He's Tua switched to them, and they got Tua paid. Right? Well, I don't know. Did Tua switch to them or Rock Nation? One of them. But so David Mulugeta, I'm sorry, y'all. For anyone that thought just because he had ties to the Green Bay Packers and Sully and Halfley because, they work with him, that agent, go do your homework on him. All the players that are breaking the market and resetting the market, they are represented by Athlete First, and more specifically, David Mulugeta. He's one of the ones. He's like top dog right now when it comes to get his players paid. So, if we just so happen to bring in Malik Washington, what do that leave us in the Achane because we got to pay him? So, if we put him on the trade, let me ask you a question. If we put him on a trading block, what do you think the compensation we get? You think like a first and a third, multiple job? Like, what do you think is realistic?
At minimum.
I mean, second and a third, not no first. I'm sorry. Or are you cool? Matter of fact, are you cool with just getting a second and a third back for Achane?
No. What? No.
You looked agitated when you said like no, of course not.
No. I don't want no second and third for him. Not when he's like, no, absolutely not. Not when I'm like sitting here debating on I'm going to break the market and pay him over $36 million a year, and then you want me to give him up for a second and a third? Absolutely not.
Because you typically don't get. I mean, the last time a running back they got a first for a running back, I believe it was Trent Richardson, and he's a bust. I believe that was him. I don't know, but running backs, you're not getting first for him. So a more realistic return on Achane is probably a second and a fourth. And maybe a fifth of the following season, or a second this year and a third and a fifth next season. And I'm not gonna lie, Jess.
At least minimum like 3. Like even if it's spread out a few years, like it's got to be a minimum of 3 picks. Like
no, David. He said McCaffrey was traded for a third, fourth, and a fifth. No, he had got 2. He was traded for 2 seconds, a third, fourth, and a fifth. Or a second, 2/3, a fourth, and a fifth. So somewhere around there. But no, he went for 5 picks.
Second this year, a third next year, and a third the following year. Like I probably would be like, fine, but it's got to be at least 3 picks somewhere along the line.
Okay, so
for me to even like want to like consider that, but
okay, so let's look at it from this standpoint, because I'm trying to I'm trying to get her to get. I was a Achane. No go. He stays no matter what. Just she standing 10 toes. He's not moving off her square. Considering the fact, look, she like, bro, don't even come this way.
Everything, you know what? At this point, I guess all we really need to do is have me buy a jersey, because every time I buy a jersey, they leave. I bought Ramsey, he's gone. Now I bought
bought Chop.
I bought Chop, and he was trash this year. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like maybe I'm the one that brings the evil energy that I need to just go buy a Achane jersey and hope for the best.
So think about this, right? So let me switch. Let me try to come at you from another angle. Considering how many players we need, you raised them up. Consider how many players we need to resign. I think it's 30 players we need to bring back. Do you think we use him to get more draft capital for the season to help fill out the roster? You got to consider the cap situation, and draft players. I mean, rookie contracts. That help you out with resetting that cap tremendously. Over here we call it cheap labor. Do that change your mind a little bit, or you like, nah?
I think I'm still staying 10 toes on it. I'm not budging. I don't like the idea of it. Like, and I feel like, and I know this probably wouldn't happen, but I feel like if we trade off Achane anywhere, that's just a sign that it's like,
Mike Best, I see you, my boy.
You're not getting a quarterback, but like, I'm just like, okay, like, we trade Achane. It's like, see you on the field, Tua.
No. Hold on. You're not gonna start that mess. You're not about to even think about doing that foolishness. No, get out. What?
I'm just saying, like, it would just kind of be like, all right, like, let's just, because like we're having trouble, right? And didn't I read that we're having trouble, like, obviously sending him out, and like, ain't nobody want him.
If trading Achane comes with Tua getting back on that field, give Achane the biggest contract in running back history. Matter of fact, give him Tua's contract. Give him Tua money.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're not doing that. That's nah. I don't think they would. I believe when it's all said and done, I think that they will keep him. Now, because think about this. Trading Achane, what did that do for this roster? We got to talk about some side pieces.
But not that, and which we know in the past, it doesn't seem like they really care about the fans at all. But I feel like Hafley and Sully and all of them coming in and then trading probably one of the only people that people actually like on this team. It's not helping them in any way either, like from a fan perspective. And obviously people are going to be still season ticket holders, yada, yada. But when you're talking also on like a fan aspect, I don't think that they would do it. Like, I don't see it.
Okay. Well, then.
I mean, they're coming here to, they've made it very clear in pressers and that they're here to do, like, fix this team. And trading off Achane was, and the fact that he was mentioned like as like, you know, especially over Waddle as, you know, a top person, I just don't see that they would do it. Somewhere along the line, they'll figure it out. They'll find the money. I still think this year is going to be a really rough year for us, regardless. So I feel like it's let's just pay him, get what we can in the draft, and then we finish out fully, like finish out filling up the roster the right way in next year's draft as well.
Right, because their philosophy is like they out of their own mouth, their words, right? Draft and retain.
Right. So that's what I mean.
All right, well, I think okay. So if we take them at their word, then they should, you know, either try to retain Achane, even though it's not their guy. But if they do trade him, where do that leave us?
So, question before we move off of this or anything like that. If we do trade him,
yes,
is there any running back in the draft that you are watching for this year? Like, is there any way you have in mind that you would be like, oh, we're trading Achane, so I want this specific person?
In the draft, specifically in the draft?
Specifically in the draft.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't even focused on running backs in this draft class because I wasn't thinking of the prospect of moving off Achane. But if there is what Jordan Love. Everyone knows Jordan Love. Jordan Love, you know, look, they put Jordan Love. But I don't know if we have the draft capital to get him or if where he's going to get drafted. If we should consider getting him. The running back out of Nebraska, Emmett Johnson. I think he's like 6 foot. No, he's like 5'11", but he's like over 200 pounds. Joey Love of his stud. There you go. Yeah.
Jeremiah Love, not Jordan Love.
Jeremiah. I keep saying Jordan Love. I'm too. Crypto, get out of the chat, my brother. Hey, G2 said Jordan Love is crazy. Jeremiah Love. I'm so sorry, y'all. Jeremiah Love. The running back out of Nebraska. I think he had over 1,500 yards and the reason I'm saying because it has to be maybe 4th or 5th. Right.
So Jeremiah Love is definitely going in probably the top 10 or at least in the first round. So we're not going to waste that kind of draft pick and take a running back in the first round. And I'm not going to get yelled at because on Monday I said take a wide receiver in the first round. So I'm not going to get yelled at again. And we're not going to do that.
Okay. If I'm like Emmett Johnson, who else? It was Mike Washington Jr., the guy from Arkansas.
Okay.
Right? Him, because I think he's like 6'2", 223. He like fit that profile that the Green Bay tend to search and look for. So if you can get him late in the rounds.
Yep.
But other than that, I'm not really too much looking for or checking for running backs in the draft because I think that'll be a luxury pick, and we're not in a position to. Excuse me. In my opinion, we're not in a position to pick luxury. We need BPA, and we need to fill out the roster. So let me say that before I move forward. We heard them say they're taking BPA, and we want them to take BPA for sure. But we also do not want them to forget that you have to fill out this roster. So for instance, if a Jeremiah Love is there, let's say at 11, he may be BPA. Technically, he may be BPA. Let's say Sonny Styles is gone. Caleb Downs is gone. Mike Gore is gone. Ruben Bain is gone. Obviously, Fernando Mendoza. If all of those guys, Bryce, the Edge, if all those guys are gone, and Jeremiah Love is sitting there at 11, even if he BPA, you don't make that move. To me, in my personal opinion, you don't make that move, right? So I'm just saying, and that's just my opinion. So let's not try to kill them and be like, well, they said BPA regardless. No. We got to use our brain and say, okay, sometimes you got to use common sense and think outside of the block and say, okay, yeah, I understand BPA, but context with that. You can't just go BPA this season right now because you have so many holes to fill. You have to get BPA at a specific position, yes. So just keep that in mind. But so for me, no, I wasn't really checking for no running backs. Like, do you have anyone in the run in the draft that you would be looking for? That you would even consider drafting?
No. I only really have been watching the first round people, especially Jeremiah Love, but I'm not taking a running back in the first round, which I feel like leads us almost kind of into our second thing, because like even with or without Achane, now you have Jaylen Wright and Ollie Gordon too. So why would we? I'm not wasting a first round pick when I feel like that's not really an area that's like oh my gosh, we need. Like you said, that's a luxury pick later on. But I feel like even later on, it's not an area that I'm even looking to draft at right now.
Well, see, and yeah, as you can see, look at my boys down here. We got Achane, Ollie Gordon, and Jaylen Wright down there. Do we think, like, since if we're not getting no one in the draft, and let's just say, and this is a hypothetical. This is a hypothetical. So let's say they do say, you know what? I think it'll benefit us more by moving off Achane, right? Do we think Ollie Gordon or Jaylen Wright have the ability to carry them? Carry the load?
Maybe.
Maybe. Not convinced?
Maybe. Not really convinced on it.
You know what? I'll say this. This is what I'll say when it comes to that. Ollie Gordon and Jaylen Wright, you know what they have going for them? They fit the profile and the mold of the type of running backs that Green Bay typically have.
Yeah.
Big physical backs.
Yeah.
And with Jaylen Wright, he add in the speed aspect because he's still a 4.3 guy. People forget he's a physical guy, but he's a 4.3 guy.
Yeah.
Right? He's just like what? 0.2 or 3, I think 0.3, maybe 4 seconds slower than Achane. So if Achane is, I think Achane is 4.32, right? I think Jaylen Wright is like 4.35. 4.36 or something like that. I think the highest, I think it'd probably be a 4. Right? So he's still a 4.3 guy, but he runs physical. So I think being the way of the roster construction and the type of needs that you have on this team, they might look at that and say, hey, man, listen, this season right here, if we can't swing at Achane, which I think they will, and even if they want to keep him and probably trade him for next year's assets, they can say, hey, listen, we got these guys that fit the mold of the type of people that we look for. And I'm just saying, all I'm saying is they already have what Green Bay are usually having, which is they're built. Like, you know what I'm saying? The way they're built, that's what they tend to look for. So but to say that they can carry them, Jaylen Wright has fumbling issues. I'm sorry. That it's like every opportunity he gets, he had that great game. What's that? Washington, the Commanders? Man was lighting it up. And then you come back and you fumble, I think 2 games back to back. And then in multiple fumbles. Right? The only thing that we have going for them is they're both on rookie contracts. Well, they're all on rookie. Hold on. Everyone to be on rookie contract, and you would just have to extend Achane. And technically, like I said, extend the Achane. That would help out the Cap situation. So I don't know. TCR say, Cap say, I see Ollie taking over. Cap for life. You see Ollie Gordon taking over. G2, my bad. We ain't been paying attention to the chat. Hey, I know how we get rolling, man. We just, you know what I'm saying? G2 say running back room should be left alone. He say facts. Tony,
I wouldn't say it should be left alone completely, but I would leave it alone for right now.
Yeah, franchise tag who? Cap? Franchise tag. We don't have to franchise tag nobody. All these guys are under contract. All of that's including Achane. They can't franchise Achane until after this season. Because technically he still have 1 year, one year left on his deal. People like the idea of Ollie. I think so. Because Ollie is a physical back, and we see how physical he gets at the goal line. So I'm cool. John McMahon said Achane ain't leaving, bro. I don't think so. I don't think he is either. I'm just saying, going over all the scenarios, and if they feel like he gives you the most value, because Lou say this all the time. Shout out to Lou. You know what I'm saying? Taking his wife out for Valentine. Hey, you know what? I won't even do my dog like that. But
Nope.
smart man. We not going through all that traffic and crazy stuff. But if he said he's not playing on that contract, you can't. To me, I'm not forcing nothing, and I'm not. I think you could make it work, but it is what it is. Today is Friday the 13th. Cap for life. It is Friday the 13th. Achane should be like, where's Waldo? What are you talking about? Which dude would you be trading? John, we focus on running backs, but I mean, some there's a couple guys. Don't worry, keep on coming. If you go back to the last show, we most definitely trying to trade Tua. We're most definitely trying to trade Tua. So back to what I was saying. I'm sorry. So Lou will always point out the fact when it comes down to this roster, Achane, I believe, him and outside of Waddle, he gives you the most value for if you want something in return.
Right.
I mean, Patrick Paul, but listen, don't even think about saying that. So I won't fault him for thinking in that manner because, they have to build this roster and they have to stop bringing in their guys. My only pushback for that is I don't care who you are, what scheme you running, Achane should be one of your guys. A guy that you say, I would have drafted him if I had the ability to draft him, right? Like if he was there on the draft board when we was picking. That's very interesting. I wonder when did they pick? I wonder who all did they pick before in that draft that they drafted Achane? Because I know they have. So Achane got drafted in what, 2023, right?
I'm gonna try to bring it.
Did they have Josh Jacobs? Can you pull up Green Bay's 2023 roster? I only need to know the first, because we got Achane in the third, right? Yeah, we got him in the third. Wait, did we get him in the third or the fourth? We got him in the third. We got him in the third because I think Jaylen Wright is who we moved up and went and got him in the fourth. I think. So, can you? Yeah, let me see, because I wonder if they passed on Achane. I wonder.
Let's see, 2023. What are we looking at? The second and third round? So they had 2 picks in the second, 1 in the third. They took a tight end, a wide receiver, and another tight end. Second, third. Jaden Reed was the wide receiver they took.
Jaden Reed. Oh, yeah. Jaden Reed. He's injured, but he's like that. What can you tell me what number that was?
50. Pick 50. And then at pick 42, they took Luke Musgrave, tight end.
Was they okay? And they already had Tucker Kraft on there. Let me see what Achane was.
Tucker Kraft wasn't picked until 78. They picked Tucker Kraft at 78. So,
and we got. Let me see. Achane. So yeah, Achane was there in 84. So they passed on Achane twice.
I see that.
3. Mike McDaniel wanted to get him in a second. So, and I think coming out of college, they probably didn't suspect him to be this good, and they didn't think he could handle the load like he is now. So I think their philosophy, their mindset about Achane will change now after seeing him for 3 years in the NFL. coming out of college, they probably like he don't fit the profile. The same thing we're saying, but I had to do my research and say that, hey, listen, y'all know that stat I gave y'all about, I think it was 1,072 yards after contact. So out of Achane's 1,350 rushing yards, y'all know he had 1,072 after contact. Y'all know that was more than Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, and James Cook. Achane, people. I think he was third or fourth in the league in yards after contact. Keep that in consideration when we try to figure out what Achane is. Mr. Billy Basson, moving Achane around means $18 million per. Yeah, but that's probably annually. That annual don't go on your. So let's say if they guarantee, that's a 4-year deal, $18 million per, right? Let's just say that. What that is, $52 million? Jess? That's
what happened?
52 million. 18 times 4 is 52, right?
36. You're more than 52.
62.
Like, yeah, 60.
62. Because yeah, you got what, 24 carry 2. Yeah, 62. So that's 62 million.
Yeah.
Nah, he's not getting that. No. He's not getting that. For sure. No, because I think no one got that. Like, no way. Saquon Barkley had the largest contract, and he got guaranteed 36. So at most, you're looking at maybe around 42 million. Yeah, nah. And so listen, it is what it is. Well, technically, if we're talking about him breaking the bank, Saquon did that in 2 years, so he might be right. That it might be 62 million because it'll be over 4 years. But I think they'll guarantee him probably around 30 something. So if we're looking at what's going to hit the cap, it's probably 8 point something million. That's not bad at all for a running back. Not bad. So listen, man, it's 28 of y'all in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe. Help grow the channel. Road to 800. We was at 790 or something like that. So y'all help grow.
Yep.
Shout out to our new subscribers. I've seen a couple of new faces. And shout out to everyone that still rock with us. So, but given that contract, I don't know. I do not. Ooh.
Given what contract?
What Achane might be asking for, I think it had to be a 4 years. Because you gotta look at it. So think about this. It getting 2 or 3 extra draft picks worth losing the production you get from Achane?
No.
It isn't. If we're gonna be 100,
no.
It isn't.
There's no. I just don't see
How
it.
many yards after contact that took? CCRR is a fool, man. Jaylen Reed is the exact same size as Waddle. Romeo Dobbs isn't. Adam Jones isn't, and that's who they drafted. And what's the other one? I forgot the other one name. They said, "Pay the man. I'll pay Achane. I know you mean with $20 and set the market." Oh yeah, good point, Billy. But I know you trolling, but the thing about that is
20 million. He corrected himself.
20 million. Yeah, I know you meant 20 million. Reset the market, people. Like Saquon Barkley is getting 18 million. They might give Achane 18.25.
Let's see Saquon's.
Like it don't be like the most. It might be, a $500,000 to $1 million maybe, but that's resetting the market. And we all know it's all about the guarantee money. So I say you guarantee him more money than Saquon got, which was the
36 million. Saquon's guaranteed 36. His total contract is 41.2.
Spread it out in 4 years. Right? What, that's 11 point something?
Wait, what? Who's 4 years? What are you talking about? Saquon?
I mean, what that is? No, that's 9 point something. 9 to be 36. Yeah, 9 million. That'd be 9 million if you guarantee him. Well, you probably, let's say you give him 36.25 or 36 and a half, and spread it over 4 years. Right? That's 9.25 a year. That's doable. And guaranteed money. That's not killing you on on a salary, and you can probably push it. Give him a huge signing bonus and prorate the rest of it. Romeo Dobbs. I'm talking about based off profile, Romeo Dobbs. So, I mean, listen, for me, if I had my choice, I would keep Achane here, and we don't have to worry about. One thing I don't want to do is have to worry about going to get a running back in the job because we have to fill roster, because you're not going into the season with only 2 running backs. You could go in the season with 3 running backs. You can. Achane, Ollie Gordon, and Jaylen Wright, you could go in the season with that. So I feel it's only right if they extend him. That helps out the cap. And I think, and I obviously Jess agrees with me when I say this, Achane is someone that no matter what team he goes on, you consider him as a foundational piece. Foundational piece.
Easily.
Now, I do want to point this out, Jess, and I did some numbers too. I don't have it written down, but I had it in my head. With that contract, though, I just want you to understand his usage has to go up. Right? Because his touches, they're not there. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think he had 238 attempts and 65 receptions. Right? So that puts you what at 3 something.
Okay. Yep.
311, I think it puts you at 311 total touches. That's the most he had in his whole career. Now, Josh Jacobs in Green Bay, he had 300 carries alone. 300 carries alone in Green Bay, and that's not including his touches, right? And then last year he missed 1 less game, and he only had, I think, 8 less carries than Achane. And I don't know the touches. I didn't look at his receiving, but he may have had around the same or just below Achane when it comes to touches. So that is because when we did the numbers, I think it was an average of only 14 touches per game. When you got Jonathan Taylor, you get what I'm saying, people that you want him to get paid more than, he's averaging 18 touches per game. So we got to take that in consideration. Do we think they will raise his productivity? Because I know the thing around the league is most people do running back by committee. They share the load. But the guys that are getting paid, like Christian McCaffrey, he was averaging those low numbers. Achane was as well. But when San Fran paid him, he had 272 last year and over 300 the year before. Rushing attempts. 300. These are only rushing attempts. I'm not even adding his reception he touches. He had 272 last year and 311 the year before. So once they pay you, do we think he'll be able to carry that workload? Because we never seen him carry that type of workload. Josh Jacobs had the same amount or just a little bit more in 2 seasons at Green Bay when it comes to touches than Achane had his entire career, his entire 3-year career. So take that in consideration when you're thinking about once you pay him, do we think he's going to be able to carry that workload? If we think he can handle that workload, okay.
I'm still
Achane
standing on the fact that nobody else had Tua.
Right, but so do you think? All right, you know what? That was a good. Do you think with a guy like Malik Washington, if they bring him in, right? They bring in a guy like he could use his legs. Do you think that you think that helped Achane? You know what that do? That might help Achane with his average, and he don't have to get that many attempts, but his production still go up. Because Derrick Henry, look at the season that he had with Lamar Jackson. How much he didn't have that many carries like that, but even though he did have it, I mean, he still carried the road. He still had over 300 carry. Like they getting all their money out of Derrick Henry. But if you see his averages going up because you have the Lamar Jacksons that can carry the football and take the workload off. The same with James Cook. James Cook gave you that production, but the carries aren't. He's getting Achane type carries. I think he had like 160 carries. Achane had 138, and that's with an extra game. Just so y'all remember, Achane missed the game, so James Cook gave you 260. So they're not killing these backs, and these scrambling and running quarterbacks are helping them out with that production. So because if you get 16, 21, and 12, 14 total touchdowns out of your running back, I think we ought to take that.
Right.
Jacobs also got injured. Yeah, I remember he played 15 games and Achane played 16. Good sign, OB. Oh my God. Achane with the Chargers. No. The Chargers win the Super Bowl next year. Achane ain't going to the Chargers. Stop it, Billy Basson. It's not gonna happen. Would you extend Mika or would you trade him?
He's gotta go. I didn't even want him to come back.
There's
gotta
talk
be
about
an episode somewhere that I was like, no, I didn't like him the first time he was here. I didn't like him the second time he's been here, so he can go. I can't wait for that episode.
You didn't like Mika. You know,
I didn't like him the first time. No.
And he's light skinned. Something wrong. Hold on.
Oh, stop putting my business on.
I'm trying to figure out what. Hold on, what you rubbed me the wrong way?
I was not a fan of Minka. I just didn't like his attitude. Like his just no. Just didn't like him. No. Just make sure the episode that we're going to talk about that I'm here for that. Like, don't make that Wednesday because I can't be here Wednesday.
it might be Monday. I'm thinking about doing DB.
I'll be here Monday. I'll make that work. Like, just Wednesday, I gotta work. I know I work Wednesday.
Yeah. So it may be Monday because I'm thinking because the combine is coming up, and obviously the draft is in April, but the combine is what the 23rd, I think. I think is it the 23rd to the 27th or something? Or something. No.
When is it?
I think it's I did it last episode. Go back last episode. I'll put it up there. The combine.
It's
somewhere.
It's too.
Huh? Hold on. Let me.
22nd. It starts.
22nd. Hold on. I got you. You know what? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Give me a second.
It says NFL Combine 2026 is from February 22nd to March 2nd.
Oh, did it?
That's what it says on Google. So the 22nd it starts.
All right, there we go. Look, man. You said.
Look at you. I'm proud of you. You got like a whole breakdown.
So yes, it's the 23rd to the March the 3rd. Okay. There we go. So combine's coming up what in 10 days? Hell yeah.
Your date doesn't match. Google says the 22nd to the 2nd.
And it's one day off. I got this off the NFL website.
Maybe theirs is right and Google's wrong, but who knows?
Yeah.
It's the same.
Jess, it's one day off. Is it 22nd to the 3rd, or the 23rd to the to the 2nd, or the 23rd to the 3rd? Well, we do know that. So what? That's like 9 days. I believe that's like 9 days.
10 days away?
No. 10 days away. I'm saying the combine is like 9 days because remember it's only 5. So it's only because it's only 28 days in February.
Yes.
I'm gonna be at the combine. Timbo's on the ground. Oh, the realist. Oh, okay. Boots on the ground. The realist said he's gonna be at the combine. Shout out to you. Hey man, that'll be some good insight. Let me know if you got some good prospects you think that we sleeping on out there. Now y'all do know in the combine we're gonna get the real measurables. So all these guys that's supposed to be whatever, we'll see. We shall see. I just would like to point that out. We will see. So we I don't know what we're gonna do, but It might be Monday. I'm gonna do Monday because
What
just
is that?
let's what? Let's remove that.
Why our tiles look so funny now? Oh,
Come on, man. Come on. And
you
and they
almost gave us
switched
loading screens.
yeah. Yeah. So
Almost
okay.
gave us the loading screens. That's crazy. We the people that showed up. What you mean?
I should have. I should have kept the 4 so we could have the loading screen up here the whole time.
I told you we should have kept them loading screens
You
up,
shoulda
made
kept
everybody else see.
Mika with the stinker face didn't help. What? Hey, Kappa like be wilding. I'm not gonna lie.
I just wasn't a fan of him.
Tony,
So
what
like,
do you
yeah,
think?
honestly, if he leaves,
Oh, I didn't
shout
see this.
out to Lou. Shout out
Lou-
to Lou.
Lou made it. Going to get back to my beautiful wife, but
Oh,
to
that's
my
right.
co-host, great job tonight. Shout out to Lou, my boy. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey.
I'm
Lou
holding
putting
it
in
down
double
for the
time.
both of us, Lou. Tony
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to keep me up here and there.
Hey, Lou, I'm not gonna lie now. You know, I was trying to move over to your side with get rid of Achane. She dropped the bomb that I didn't even think about. Like Achane gave all that production and he had to deal with Tua at quarterback.
I'm just saying.
And he was getting keyed on the whole time, Lou. I don't know, man.
So,
Oh yeah, Louis
don't
not being a
know.
mod is some nasty work.
well, that ain't my job. So I don't get paid for that.
Oh Lord,
But can we go back? Because I know you guys talked about this. I know you had to talk about it Wednesday. I really haven't gotten a chance to go back and watch Wednesday's episode. I think it was Mike Best made a comment talking about the defensive coordinator. If I'm not mistaken, that was Kevin Patullo from the Eagles. Correct? That's who we
Yes.
just hired?
No, but that's the offense. That's the offense.
Oh, yes, you're right. Oh, did you talk about that on Wednesday? Or did we get to that?
No, we didn't talk about it. I mean, we could talk about it now because it just happened.
Can we bring that up Monday? Can that get added to like the checked list of what we talk about on Monday? Because
Look, she up there in Philly. She want to hate on the man. God, dog, you like Lewis?
he's trash.
We can
Absolute trash. They don't like him up here. If anybody says otherwise, they a goddamn lie because he is probably the most hated man in Philadelphia. No. And I'm ready for that conversation. We could talk about that and we could talk about getting Minka lame self off this team on Monday when I'm here because I'm going to come with notes. I'm going to look like Tone. I'm going to have a whole notebook. Whole notebook. Y'all will hear me complain on Monday. It'll be like a repeat of last Monday's episode. We did good today, Tone. I'm proud of us.
We did, y'all, for real. Like we did real good.
We did real good.
All right, you know what? I gotta fix this with Lou. I have to. Can't believe I did.
Are we? You never changed like the actual background when we were talking about Jaylen Wright. I'm just saying that, and Ollie Gordon, but that's okay.
They up there. They all on here.
Oh, I thought you had like a different, like how at the top you have usually like what the topic is. I didn't know if you made like a specific one for that.
No, yeah,
This
your
too.
boy was running
Can
late.
we make this a note too while we're at it? Like
Can we what?
the Pablo Diaz's message or his comment saying, "Don't forget about Achane having to deal with Jonah as his right guard." I feel like there's a lot when you talk about Achane and you talk about putting him on a trade block or extending his pay. You're comparing him to those other people that we consistently talked about: McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, James Cook, Saquon Barkley.
Hey, Lou, man, I'm working on it, Lou. Try it now, Lou. Hold on. Try it now. I think I fixed it.
He probably got noise.
So,
He probably left.
Hold on, just dang. I know you're trying to get up out of here, but listen. 25
I
of y'all in the building.
was making conversation.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. So 25 of y'all in here. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
What?
You just brought up a very good point that we talked about earlier. Achane had to deal with this offensive line too.
That's what I'm saying.
Dang.
You were talking all this stuff about potentially
Oh,
trading
shucks.
him.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Hello,
Wait a minute.
Lou.
Hold on. Wait. No. Hold on.
Yeah,
I wasn't prepared for this. Hey, boom. I was prepared for this, though, Jess.
Hey, I'm here to tell you right now, salute to both of y'all, right? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all covering me for the night. I'm going to tell you right now, this will be addressed on Monday. Me not being a mod on my own show,
I faked it.
Nah, dog. Hey, we got Jess, and we got people in the chat snitching on Tone. Hey, salute to my man G2 for letting it be known. This will be addressed on Monday. Hey man, love y'all, man. I got to get out of here. But
Hey,
salute
appreciate
y'all,
it, Lou. I guarantee you the next time, if you chat right now, it's fixed, my brother. I'm just saying.
You know what? I'm leaving here now to go check. I'm telling you now.
They trying to divide and conquer, Lou. Don't let them get you. This woman knows not a
Hey
thing
man,
about
y'all be good, man.
Man, Johnny Ice King, boy, if you don't get out of here.
Okay. I don't know how I got hate in the chat. I didn't even do nothing.
Ain't no Jess is kind of wild.
That's
appreciate you though,
diabolical.
Lou. My boy Lou.
But
All right,
it is what it
Lou
is.
got up out of here. We ain't gonna leave your empty the lovely Jess. We ain't gonna leave your empty box out there. You see what I'm saying? I got you covered, Lou. Lou said I'm leaving right now to do this. So now he's stacking the deck. Trade everyone. Mudbone, shot you made it in here toward the end now. How many tackles did Achane break behind the line of scrimmage? Billy Batson, it was a whole lot. Like I wish I could get the exact amount. Delusional faith fan. I wish I could get the exact amount, but as far as yards at the contact, he's like fourth. Hey, put up the realest, Jess.
I don't know how I got hate in the chat. Like, I said don't trade Achane, and then all of a sudden I don't know nothing.
Hey, listen, man, you come over here, we got riders. He said, Johnny, stay focused on the ice cream and don't hate on the female, fool.
It's hard to be new around here when you don't realize that the chat is a ride or die for me on this channel. So
facts. But listen, man. That we have it. That's what we feel about Achane. Jess is not trading him by any means. Like nothing. She was not getting off that square. She don't care.
I'm 10 toes down. We're keeping Achane.
If we go in there with 48 players, that's all it is. I think that's the minimum you need to carry on the roster. I think is it 48? I think you carry game day. I think the game day roster is 48. So hey, what's good, people? Shout out to you, Mudbone. I know you caught it. Hey, listen, make sure you go back. Hey, listen, when y'all go back and listen to the show, it's a lot of y'all be going back and listen to the show. Listen, remember the content. I mean, to comment and obviously hit the like, hit the subscribe. Johnny Ice might be new here. Just a rider, Philly style. Yeah, disrespecting my co-host and saying drop the link is wild. Yeah, you must be new here, my brother. Yeah, we don't play them games over here. Oh man, Tone on kick Lou out of the show. Listen, my brother took his lovely wife out today. Y'all know, hey, listen, we not getting in front of in between no married couple. There would be no divorces or no argument over here. No sir, family first on this end. So but listen, man, we will see y'all. Jess, you got anything before we get up out of here?
Nope. See y'all Monday so I can hate on Minka.
Yes, she's finna hate on Minka. She's finna hate on Kevin Petrullo. And who else is it? That's the only two.
No, that's the only two right now. I'll think of somebody.
You know what? And make sure I do my homework on Jack Jones. And since she wanna hate on people.
Oh.
We will be the realest. Great show, y'all. Have a good night. Appreciate you, the realest. We will be breaking down the secondary Monday. Because that's a request for Jess. So we will be breaking down that secondary and seeing what we're doing in the draft. Hey, I got some draft people. You know what I'm saying? Some draft prospects I might be looking at. That might be a little controversial because you know how Lou feel about injured people. You know what? I'm going to wait till y'all make sure y'all tune in Monday, 8 we should be around 8:00. 8-ish. We might have the whole team then. So what I'm finna say, I get this every Sunday. That's crazy, Mudbone. So yeah, 8:00. Make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, pull up. If just hating on the queen of the chat on Valentine's Day Eve is insane. Right. Bang, GG. Bang, bang. So y'all know what that means. So Justice, you ain't got nothing?
I'm good.
For my brother Lou, I'm not gonna leave it out. Where is it? Yeah, for my brother Lou, that revolver goes to the chat for riding out for Jess. So shout out to y'all.
Bang, bang, bang.
And again, we'll see y'all 8-ish Monday. We out.